Hello friends, SentinalhMC here, and welcome back to my Civilization 6 Let's Play as Norway. So in the last episode we founded the city of Drammen, right next to the wonderful cliffs of Dover, and this will have the effect of allowing this city and another city, if I place it, you know, 1, 2, 3, if I place it, you know, somewhere around over here, to be able to use these two tiles right here, which will produce gold and culture. You can't upgrade them, unfortunately, so you can't make 2 gold, 3 culture. So unfortunately you can't have like a farm that produces food, gold, and culture. That would be amazing and overpowered, and probably why they don't do it and let you upgrade it. But yeah, so that's our first city on this new continent, and we're gonna find plenty more because this is the Norwegian sprawl, and we are going to spread ourselves out. Spread out big time. We've got our other settler here. We're just moving him into this position on top of this copper resource, because this is the best place for me to put this city. It's going to have access to both of these water resources. The iron, it's going to have the copper here, this stone, it's going to have this rice, and the reason I went back and forth, if you remember, as to where to put this city, either here or over here. I finally decided just to put it here because I want access to these. Plus, if I put my harbor right here, it'll allow me a way to get people straight through this without having to go around, because these are cliffs, and my guys can't go up them. But if I put a harbor there, they can. Well, hopefully I can put a harbor there. Otherwise, I have to put it over here. Which I don't really want to do, but that probably wouldn't actually be that bad of an idea. Anyway, we're gonna keep going. We can't use our builder yet. We have to get this city settled. We got our Norwegian swordsman over here. I'm just going to have him stand over here. It's funny, he embarked because they have no movement penalty for embarking, so it doesn't matter. They can just go and do whatever they want. This guy has 3 builds. I need to build a lumber mill there. It's a hills, actually, so honestly chopping it down and putting a it's by a river, so the lumber mill is going to be nice, but you know, chopping it down and putting a mine there would actually be better. That's the thing about once I researched how mines work. See, a lumber mill here will only ever produce 3. I think I put a lumber mill somewhere else. No, I don't have one yet. It'll only ever produce 3, whereas a mine is already producing 4. So cutting this forest down would be a great idea if I wanted to go just for straight up production. It wouldn't be as good in for appeal. The appeal of this area is going to be very low because of all the mines. But so maybe I'll just leave this as a forest for now. But we are going to put mines on the Mercury. That's for darn sure. So Stavanger, what can Stavanger? It's going to gain that tile in 4 turns. What do we want to have it build? An obvious choice is the holy site. We could put that right here, since we put our campus over there. The aqueduct would provide us with +2 housing, but I've got so few tiles that are even able to have things on them. I almost feel like the aqueduct is a waste. I feel like it would be a smarter idea to just hold off and put a neighborhood somewhere in here. I'm not going to have very many spaces for housing. I feel like Stavanger is definitely going to lack the housing, especially since it's only got the 1 farm. Like most of my cities end up only having 1 farm. Another option, I don't want to put an encampment anywhere here, though I don't really need it. I'd like to have an encampment somewhere so I can produce units. Honestly, it would be nice to have an encampment over here and one over here, but we're going to see what's going to happen anyway. Obviously, an industrial zone is going to go in over here, and it really could go in place of where I was going to put a holy site. Like if I don't want to put a holy site in Stavanger, industrial zone right here would be quite nice next to these 2 mines. Industrial zone right here would be nice because there's going to be a 3rd mine and even a 4th mine if I decide to make this into a mine. So industrial zone might be the best idea right here. I need to put a harbor in Stavanger. Once it acquires this tile right here, we're going to put a harbor there. Or I could put the harbor here to be next to the fish. Doesn't really matter. But I want a harbor. I want all of these to have harbors so that I can get out a bunch of ships. Honestly, if I put the Stavanger's harbor over here, then we'd have 3 harbors right in here, and this would be like the shipbuilding mecca. The only problem with that is it would make it more difficult for us to field ships over here quickly. They'd have to go all the way around. So deciding where to put these is really difficult for me because we got to be real careful where we put these guys, because these cities don't have a lot of tiles. It really feels to me like this tile right here is the absolute best place I could possibly put an industrial zone, and it would be a very good industrial zone. A very good industrial zone, because once we put a mine here and there, it's going to happen. Probably. I mean, we will sacrifice food, which is a problem. This city is definitely going to have some food problems. I need to put a theater square somewhere. I feel like if these 4 cities are totally focused on production, and then we have our other cities producing our culture, that might work. And then our island will be a production powerhouse. Could be a thing that we do. We got 32 gold now. That's not going to last forever. We're getting 6 of it from Barbarossa, and that's going to end. He's basically covering our expenses right now. Yeah, an industrial zone would be really nice in Stavanger. Stavanger's got 5 out of 7 housing. It's actually going to run low on it after a bit. So I feel like while I figure this out, let's put a settler down. Let's build another settler maybe. But I really, really want to get some of these zones down. I have a commercial zone over here. I have a holy site. I have a campus. I want to get a theater square built. I could put it in Sarpsborg. It's not got a ton of tiles that I have plans for. Although right here is a good place for an industrial zone. It's a difficult decision. Stavanger's got 14 production. Nidaros has 22. Kirkson's got 13. It's got 15. So Stavanger is lacking in the production at the moment. Let's go ahead and place the industrial zone down right here where I was going to put the aqueduct. We don't need an aqueduct in Stavanger. I've just decided now. We don't need it. It's got access to fresh water. We're going to go without the extra 2 housing. Okay, so Nidaros, I want to build a stave church. Look at that. I love me a stave church. It's been a long time since I built one in Minecraft. Maybe I'll build this one. It looks very similar to the Heddle, actually. Is that supposed to be Heddle? I don't know. It's very similar to one. I mean, it's basically like the standard sort of stave church style. What are we grabbing over here? That tile in 12 turns. I need a builder over here is one thing I need. We have all these tiles that can have stuff on them now. Although it looks like Christiansand is just completely out of housing. So it needs housing right now. It needs its aqueduct right now. That's going to fix all of its housing issues. And we've already have a place for it. It's going right there. So unfortunately it's going to take 7 turns. But we have enough money. I really want... Oh, the lighthouse would actually give us a... How long will it take to build the lighthouse? Only 4 turns. So do I want to spend 4 turns to get that 1 housing, or do I want to just spend the 7 turns and get, like, what is it, 6? Yeah, we're going to go for 6. I could buy the lighthouse, but I don't really feel like buying it. I'd rather buy the builder, because Christiansand could use one. So we're going to do that. And then Drammen, what it's going to build first, you know, because it's going to take a while to get its stuff down. The Granary would provide us with some extra housing, although it's got access to fresh water, so it's already got 5 housing here. Granary is obviously something we have to build, though. So we are going to build it. A builder would take 11 turns. We're going to buy a builder over here as well. I like buying builders. I don't know if I should buy all these builders, but I like doing it. So let's go to Dramen and we will purchase a builder for 160 gold. It's all our gold, basically. But I have the habit of not ever spending my gold, and I feel like I need to spend the gold. I need to get the use out of it, you know? If I don't ever use it, what's the point of even having it? That's Japanese. I really need to find out where exactly Scythia is. Like, it's quite important that I find out where Scythia is. Oh, crap. I could have just stayed in the water. I keep getting interrupted. There's so much wheat and stuff around here. But yeah, Cologne has been founded right there. And Japan wanted to found one really close by. I think Japan and Germany are going to butt heads. I need to reveal this area as well. Yeah, so already the Muslim is guy, Arabia, is getting mad at me for having a different religion. And he did found Islam. I'm not just saying that. Sacrilege. Screw you, dude. I can have my own religion, okay? It looks like actually we're actually friends with Japan. Okay, so he doesn't want to declare friendship, but we are friendly. Probably because of the Bushido. Just got to keep my faith and culture up. Oh, actually, we're not friendly anymore. What the heck? What, did asking for a declaration like reduce my friendliness with him? It's weird. We're not friendly anymore. Okay, so here's my little scout. And I want him to come over here. Okay, so it's just one little incense. We are slowly mapping out the rest of this place to figure out what's going on and what's up. That's where our city's going. Unfortunately, we can't settle it yet. What's our builder going to be able to do as soon as we plop down the city? Nothing. I could build one thing on this grassland, but that's about it. I don't want to put a farm there. There's not a lot of good places for farms for this city. Unless we found another city nearby that can gain that rice, because then we put 3 farms right here, 2 from this city and then a couple from the, and then we gain a bonus. Because the farms from different cities and even farms with other civs can actually boost your farms, which is a interesting and a fun thing you might not have known. Because I forgot to mention it. I didn't mention it in my production, my farming video. I mean my food video. Well, still no sign of Scythia, which is actually a good thing over here. I don't want Scythia to be over here. So it looks like I've got this northern side of this big island to myself so far. No one else is settled here. So I really need to snap this up as quickly as possible. Snap this area up as quickly as possible. I'd love to snap this area up, although, you know, there's a lot of barbarians down there. So basically, it's a gold rush at the moment. If I hurry up, I can snatch a lot of cities. And if I'm really trying to sprawl, that's what I want to do. So I can place the lumber mill here, or I could actually harvest the forest in order to boost production of my industrial zone. And I was going to remove it anyway at some point. So I just put a mine there. That is a thing I could do. It's going to take 7 turns to get this industrial zone. Are they working that tile? Probably. Yes, they are. They're working that tile for food. Let's not do that then. At least, let's not do that yet. Let's put a mine down here. That'll hopefully give us an extra production and maybe make this go faster, because they are already working it. So now we get more production from this. 4 and 4. And over there we only get 3. It's plains. And it's... Oh, it's not on a hill, is it? No. That's the difference. That's why it's only getting 3. Those ones are on hills. Okay. So, Sarpsborg. You can go ahead and build a lighthouse. Also, you know, really nice because of the extra housing. It's going to fill up. It's going to start slowing down because of lack of housing. So, let's take a look at the tiles being worked. Yep, both of these forests are being worked, so we're definitely going to put lumber mills there. I mean, we were already going to do it, but it's even more important to do it. My longboat really needs to heal. Oh crap, there are... well, it doesn't matter. The barbarians up here can't attack me. Hopefully my longboat is fine. I want to sail it up here so that's closer to my dudes. He should be fine. Okay, so this builder can now go ahead and... They're not currently working this, or any of the other ones, or this stupid farm. Why did I even put a farm there? Just because I needed some extra food? See, it doesn't seem like something I would do. Maybe I mean, I know I did it, but whatever. Doesn't seem like a smart thing to do anyway. Greece owns that. This is definitely not going to be good. This is going to lead to some major wars. Because who's this? Scythia. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. They are not going to get along. Scythia, Greece, and Germany. All right next to each other. That's a recipe for disaster. I swear, this is going to be where the wars happen. Oh, come on! What? Really? Really? A barbarian quadrime just rolls up and snipes my... Oh, come on. He just rolled up and sniped my scout. I'm sailing in here for the... mostly for the scouting. There's a lake right there. If I put a city there, we can move the things into the lake. But, you know, not that it matters. We're going to finish scouting this with our swordsmen. We're going to build this quarry. We are going to settle the city. It did not destroy the copper. We are gaining the food, gold, and production of that copper resource. Good. I didn't quite remember whether... I'm going to put my swordsman over there to protect this area from barbarians. I didn't remember 100% whether bonus resources... I knew that strategic resources did not get destroyed. But I didn't know 100% about... Removes the rainforest. There's nothing else that I can build on this rainforest without getting rid of it. It's a hills, so I'd want to put a mine there eventually. But for now, the rainforest is staying. It's food and production. It's a good tile. We're going to leave it there. What tile is... I mean, Bergen isn't going to grab any tiles anytime soon. But I want it to. I want this iron tile. So what we're going to do is we're going to send our builder over to this iron tile. And then I'm going to buy it. Because I want it. So now that we have our stave church, we can build our Gurdwara. 2 faith, 2 food, 3 faith, a citizen slot. I chose Gurdwaras just because I feel like my cities are going to be lacking in some food, maybe. And the extra food is nice. Now, Stavanger probably needs it, so... I mean, there's plenty of locations for us to put stuff. Nidaros has 10 housing capacity, which is really nice. And it, too, doesn't need an aqueduct. And the only place I can put it is there anyway, and I don't want to do that. I actually want to get a builder over here. Now, let's go ahead and how long would it take us to get a builder? 1 turn? Let's do it. And then this guy can go ahead and build that. Our knowledge of mass production has been boosted. So we don't have enough to patronize a great scientist. But we are going to be getting a great merchant. Gain 50 faith, grants 1 free copy of the luxury resource on this tile. It's not the best one. Although I could use it to grab incense, which I probably will. It means I can gain 1 copy of that incense, even if I aren't actually able to get it with any of my cities. So let's see. Let's go ahead and grab the monument. Doesn't it need to start producing culture in order to grab tiles? And then you've built that mine. Stavanger will have that in 5 turns. 2 turns until we grab this. I'm going to build a lumber mill here, just because there's no reason not to. We will continue to move our scouts and end the turn. And that's actually going to do it for this episode. I hope I got through a decent number of turns. I feel like I probably didn't get through as many as I would have liked to. Now this guy is going to sit here and heal. There's some Arabian dudes. I might need some military guys over here. I mean, I have a swordsman here, and they can't pierce through this anyway, so if he ever wants to attack me, I can field ships over in this little bit here. I could field ships over here. I could blockade this. I mean, I'm going to put a fort. If I put an encampment right here, no one's getting through that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for future episodes, the one tomorrow. I'm really enjoying the Norway Let's Play. I think it's really fun so far. Looking for good locations to place down cities and hoping that I did it right. And ooh, there's wheat up here. We're probably going to put a city right in this area, especially for all these. Oh yeah, one thing I did say in the last episode which isn't correct is that I can't actually put an industrial zone here and then put mines all around because there's an ivory here, so I can't actually do that. But it would be sick if I could. Actually, this is a hills and this is a hills. Oh, but there's a sheep there. Oh, come on. The game is conspiring against my having 6 mines in a circle. Anyway, thank you so much. Join our Discord if you're interested, especially if you'd like to play some Civ with me sometime, because I would totally be open to that. Oh, goodness. German missionaries of Catholicism are on our island. So, yeah. I'm Sentinel H, and I'm signing out.